Ooh. Hi everyone, welcome to morning coffee break. It's starting to warm up out here. It got down to I think 29. I hope nothing's affected. I didn't cover it up last night. I don't know what's up with the train. I'm a few minutes late out here, but not really. It's a nice day. No clouds, it's a little breezy. See how everybody's doing. Oh, pretty good. It obviously takes a long time to grow some cabbage. Long time. Looks like everybody made it overnight. We're looking good. Looking good. That kale is growing kind of slow too. I thought it might grow faster than it has been. But it's doing okay. I can't wait till next spring. I love my garden. Love growing things. I see a hawk back there. 2 of them. I bet you can't see them though yet. There's another one up there. There's 3 of them. They're flying around, but they're a little ways off there. I'm hoping they'll come this way. That one used to perch up here on top of this power pole every morning for I don't know how long. And I think they got this area pretty much, they hunted everything they could and then just took off. But now you'll see them flying around here some, but they don't stick around much. They've probably landed over there in some of those trees right now. Well, shoot, I wish they'd come over this way so we could see them. They're really, really big. It's sunny at least. I'd like to hear our train though. I think I hear it, but it's really far off. No birds singing this morning. There isn't really a whole lot of birds here. I had fun feeding them this summer. I think 1 month I went through 80 pounds of bird food. This sounds like our airplane. Or is it at? It's bound to be coming this way. There it is. Well, there goes that little airplane, then here comes a big jet, but it's, you know, way further up. It's moving awful slow. That looks weird. It doesn't look like, it's hard to tell what that is. I mean, it looks like a jet, but it's not shaped. It's moving awful slow way up there. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's so small. No, I mean, so far away. Huh. Wow. That's weird looking. I guess I just can't see it good because it's so far away. It's obviously a jet of some type. Well, I like looking at airplanes and stuff up in the air. So, I guess I'll get set up inside and get ready for story time, everybody. Okay, I've been playing fetch with Kitty, with her little ball here. Let's see if she'll bring it back. Bring it to me. Come on. Come on. Now, you were just playing really good. You're not going to do it no more? You tired? Huh? You tired? Come on. Okay. She's not going to cooperate, obviously, since I got... That's the way it goes. Well... I guess we've been playing for a bit. And throwing it down that hallway. She might be a little tired because she usually goes to sleep soon. For a while anyway. Before lunchtime, she's always asleep. Oh yeah, I was going to show y'all stuff I'm using for... Well, last night, nothing worked out right. I was going to use ground turkey and just make some, like, burgers, like patties, you know, and just have them with some steak sauce. Well, when I went to fix them, that ground turkey was still frozen solid. I don't know if I know probably why it's because I had to turn the fridge up a little bit because there's a lot of stuff in the fridge. And maybe I turned it up a little bit too far or something. But we ended up having some sliders, some of those White Castles. And we had some of those little, they were ham and cheese sliders, Oscar Mayer, I believe it was, that we got down there at Grocery Outlet. And that hash brown casserole, y'all, don't get it. If you see it, don't get it. I mean, you can take a chance if you want, but for one thing, we cooked it too long with the plastic stuff on it, so the top stuff tasted, I don't know, I want to say chemical-like, some kind of taste, you know, and it was obviously from that plastic stuff. I didn't take it off early enough. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway because the stuff is bland as I don't know what. It's just like a bunch of you can't even tell it's really hash browns. It's just more like mashed potato stuff in it. And I couldn't even taste any cheese really, or I was very disappointed for it to be Ore-Ida. So I just thought I'd warn y'all, because I'm sure they have them in other stores besides Grocery Outlet. Maybe that's why they ended up at Grocery Outlet. I don't know. But they're bland. I put some salt on it, and I never salt anything except for like tomatoes or cucumbers or something from the garden like that. But it was No, I'll make mine any day over that. And I think I actually have a cook with me I just did a little while ago. Look at my cook with me if you want some hash brown casserole. Look on my playlist of my cook with me's, and I'll make that from now on. But I thought I'd try it for $3.99. You can't make it for that. But we got this stuff to make the shells and cheese, but we just had them a few days ago, so we're going to wait a few days, and I'm going to do a cook with me on the shells and cheese. I mean, the stuffed shells. Today, in a crock pot, I'm going to have some of these, some of those ribs we got down there. We got 2 meals out of it. It wasn't quite enough for 3, but it made 2 big meals. But that was a pretty good deal for $1.19 a pound. But we got this over there too, this Jack Daniel's hickory barbecue sauce. So I thought I'd try that on them. And I'll probably put some brown sugar on them. Anyway, this probably has some brown sugar in it, but I'll put some brown sugar and garlic powder and Mrs. Dash. I don't know if I would do a cook with me for that. It wouldn't be very much going on there, but the ribs will be good, I'm sure. We got ribs down there before, but they were more than $1.19, and they were just really good. So, and plus being in the crock pot, they're always tender and stuff. I was trying to think of anything else I was supposed to go over. I don't think so. I do have enough for tablet time. If I get to feeling better today, I'm gonna rest some after this, because when we went out and did all that yesterday, it made me real sore from where I had the surgery. And then this place in it's messed up down here where my bag is it caused me a lot of pain. So if I get feeling okay to where I feel I can do something funny, I'll do that today. If not, I'll figure something else out. But as far as the stories today, I've run out of some. I think I got some wrote down somewhere, or maybe I used them all. I'm not for sure. But I did think of a few things that are like, they're all from when we lived in Alabama in a certain time, like over a year's time. But had some, some bad things happen there. I'm guessing, I'm trying to think. I look like I was about 8 or 9 there. So that would be, like 8 would be 67 maybe? Something like that. But, I don't have my glasses. Well, I can see pretty good. We moved there, and one of the pictures I showed of us sitting on the front porch of our house, they used that actually in a newspaper article that was about Dad moving there and working for the VA and stuff. And I forgot to mention that. I actually forgot about it, but Mom told me about it. I remember it now, that it was used in a newspaper article. But like I said, I was pretty young there, 8 or 9 tops. But there was a construction site close by. I'm believing they were building houses. And man, when them guys would leave at night, a bunch of kids would be out there messing around. Back then, your parents didn't really have to keep a tight rein on you. You'd get around, as long as you was home by dinner, But, 'cause some kids would get into trouble. But I was there too. I mean, that's where all my friends were. And we dug this place down underneath this big pile of dirt and stuff. We dug like a fort down in there. And like I said, there was a bunch of kids, a bunch of them. I didn't like it. I don't like being in closed in places. I guess you'd say claustrophobic, but I don't like that, so I didn't like being in there, and I just kind of hung around outside of it. I would go in just to let everybody think I was, not cool, but that I would do it, but then I didn't like it, and I would get right back out. And but they had dug pretty far back, and I heard, like, one of the nights we were there before that, and I heard that, I'm not for sure, I think that one of the kids, that it partially like caved in, and mom will tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking that's what happened, or something happened, like they found it, and they were wanting to know naturally who all did it and everything like that. But I didn't, like I said, I wouldn't hardly go in there, but I was still guilty of being there and stuff. But like I said, I think it's one of the kids got hurt or something. I don't know if it caved in on them or what, but one of the kids, something happened, and naturally they, I don't know if they put up some kind of barrier, or, they somehow the word got, I don't know if it was on the news or what, it probably was, and naturally all the parents in that area were really upset with their kids, and I'm sure I got in trouble probably over it too. That happened, and let's see, I know I did that. Okay, they had, down there, they had these bats at night, and they were huge. I mean, I'm guessing, I might be thinking too big, but I'm guessing they were almost 3 foot wingspan, at least 2 foot. They were pretty big, and they'd fly around at night back there, catching bugs and stuff. Well, we figured out that we could throw stuff up in the air, and the bats would hit it. I mean, they would think it was something that they could eat, and they would, hit it, and it would knock it back down and stuff. And it was pretty cool, we thought. But we started throwing, like, I think we just started throwing like wiffle ball bats after a while. Regular bats was a little bit hard to throw way up in the air, so I think we were throwing like the little plastic wiffle ball bats up in there, and we would watch them hit that thing. It didn't hurt the bats as far as I remember. I don't think it hurt them at all, but they would think it was something up in the air like a big bug, and they would zoom in on it. It was just cool to watch. I remember that. And do any of y'all remember jarts? The big darts with the pointy metal, look like a real dart but big. That had to be the most dangerous toy I guess I ever had. I mean, you get a bunch of kids and you're throwing these things to try to get them, I think, in a circle or something like that, if I remember right. You had this thing you'd lay down and try to get them in it. Well, naturally, one of the kids in our backyard, they were throwing them things around. Everybody, one of them got, I don't think it really went all the way in, but one of them got hit with one. And Mom will help me remember that, I'm sure too, but I don't remember how bad it was. Like I said, I was pretty young during all this stuff, but that's my memory of it, is one of them got hurt with that. So now we didn't get to play with jarts no more after that. I wonder if they had to have lawsuits on that toy. They had to. That was so dangerous. I was pretty good at them though. I could get it in that circle. And then another, this has a sad ending, this one. We were playing baseball, and it didn't matter to us if girls or guys played. We just wanted to make sure we had enough to play. So it didn't matter. We didn't care if there'd be girls playing, you know, and they did sometimes better than us, you know. Anyway, this one, I think she was about 13 years old, and her brother was my friend, and naturally she was my friend too, but she was a little older than me. But she was up to bat, and I kept yelling at her that she was too close, that she needed to move back. And you know, I knew how to play. I was already playing not t-ball. I was already playing baseball, you know, in a league when I was there. And I kept telling her she was too close. And no, she wasn't up to bat. There was another person up to bat. She was the catcher. That's how it went. She was the catcher. And I kept telling her she was too close. That she was too close to the plate to move back. And she didn't do it. She stayed there. Well, I can't remember who was up to bat. But they swung and hit her right in the head with the bat. Well, I don't know. I'm not for sure if a rescue squad of some type came up there. Or anyway, she was alive at that time, but I think it was maybe a few days later she passed away. And that was such a shock to all of us. And I felt bad because I told my mom and dad, you know, I kept telling her to get back. And it really traumatized me bad. And yeah, I did. I kept telling her. I don't know how many times I told her. And not just me, there were several others that told her too. But if she would have just listened, you know. And of course, the guy that was, or guy or girl, whoever it was, that was up to bat that hit her, naturally they felt awful too. But we were just a bunch of kids, you know. But that wasn't really horseplay. It was just unsafe, playing situation or whatever. But yeah, so we used to do a lot of other sports stuff, like instead of hockey. Well, that not down there. That might be another one. In Michigan is where we mainly played hockey and stuff. I might make another story out of that if I can remember a few things, and I think I can. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah. There's a story for tomorrow. And then in the summer. If I don't write this down, y'all, I won't remember. This is how I remember stuff. I think I can remember the rest of it now. And that'll be for today's Thursday. That'll be for, isn't it? Okay. That'll be on Friday, I guess. Okay. Yeah. So that was that was awful, but that's what happened. And that's today's story time. I noticed in the comments several of y'all enjoyed ad time yesterday. If y'all like that, I'll show some other ads. I really don't go to CVS and places like that, but I see where people do go and use like coupons, or I don't know if they have digital or whatever, but I see where they can save some big money on certain things, the way they do it. But I don't know how to do all that yet. I need to study that a little bit more. But I get more ads, and if y'all are interested in Food Cities ad, I can show it. But I was trying to show ones that sometimes Walmart will have one. I was trying to show ones that you might have, like Kroger and Aldi. We have a food line. We have one food line in the area. I don't see how it stayed in business because they used to have a bunch of them. I used to deliver drinks to them when they were big in this area. There was probably 10 of them at one time, in a 3-city radius. But they all closed one by one, but this one stayed open. One of the ones I wouldn't have thought it would have, but it did. And they obviously have enough customers to stay open. But I briefly look at their ads, and I really don't see the price there. Maybe just one or two things, but not worth driving there for. It's a little further away than some of the other places we're going. Not way far away. It probably takes 15 minutes maybe to get there. So, like I said, I've got these ribs. So I'm trying to think of something that'd be good with these ribs. Hey, honey. This one. Say, hey, come here. Sit over here for a minute. Right there. Might have this with it. Try this out. Shells and cheese with bacon. $1.49 is not a bad price for that. But I might have those. I don't know. They might want some type of potato. We'll just have to see something I guess that would go good with barbecue ribs. But Kitty, you being good, honey. Yes. She likes boxes though. And bags. She sees a bag up here. And that's got her little Christmas present in it, but she can't see it. Bless her heart. You trying to see your Christmas present? I need to put it up with the other stuff. We need to get our tree up today. If I can get Joy motivated too, we need to do it. I want it up. So it's little though. It's probably 3 foot tall, or maybe 4 foot at the most. But it doesn't matter. That's plenty good size for us. It's hard to put, we got an artificial tree, like a 6-foot one. But no, don't start biting or anything. No. But it's hard to put together and stuff. Oh. She acted like she was going to try to bite my left hand. I had it out here. So I got my right hand and pushed her a little bit. She got tricked. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed today's morning coffee break and story time. Please press that like button, subscribe if you hadn't already, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Somebody said, I think it was Leela, said, warn me when you're going to ring that bell or something. I can't remember how she said it. She said she had her earphones in and it sounded loud. Sorry about that. You can figure I'm going to use it after I say, subscribe if you hadn't already. The last part, so be ready for that. Okay, y'all. Have a great day. I'll do something later. I'll figure it out. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.